Uh, that's our core. In Tamar, Alma-Ata. Ayagus is our core. Well, obviously Mongolia, Tanutuva. Okay, so that's not actually that far. Amur, Nikolai. Okay, so this Russian forest, that's actually useful that this is all our cores, because this is our cores, it means there's not going to be any resistance. Normally you have resistance. Okay, so our cores go up to Umar, Nikolai. It's not actually that huge. It's just Russian Far East and those small bits and Kashmir for some reason. No, just Kashmir. And Indochina. I don't think this is our core. No, that's not a core. Let's just double check. No, none of that is core, fortunately. It would be just silly. Is Okinawa? No, Okinawa is not a core. I guess there was some historical reason to make this a Chinese claim. They had like this double feudal relation with Japan and China, so that would not be crazy. Anyway, there's no resistance anywhere. Everybody loves us, so yeah. Oops. Yeah, that's just... Finland capitulated, okay. Interesting, okay, so... I wonder if Sweden and Norway is going to join allies. They might. No, sorry, probably not, because Norway joins the allies because Hitler has CB on Norway, and Sweden can only join the allies because they have this fancy focus tree. Huh? What is this? UK has puppet goal on Sweden, so Sweden can actually join Comintern instead. Oh well. I think the allies are going to win this war. I mean, there were two different factions, but my money is on the allies. Yeah, I have marines, so the river is not a big deal. Yeah, let's get this one. I think I will redo the entire army structure quite soon. Okay, just keep going. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, they're actually going there. Yeah, let's cut them. Okay, let's get all those guys. All of you join Siberia army. All of you join Siberia army. And let's move you... Oh, no, stop. Stop when I'm trying to assign stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's important to cut them here. Once they cut, by the way, welcome everybody who's on the chat now. Oh, they're still exercising. Probably fine. Stop. So I'm fighting the Soviets and I have massive reserves. I still have huge reserves that I can't really use because supplies are kinda not very good. Anybody guaranteed them? Not yet. So December 3rd. Alright, let's get all of you here. Oh wait, I accidentally put a police guy. Police guy should be with the police. Yeah, just join the police. You're not part of the real army, you're just policeman. It's nice that I have 100 of them, now I can remember how many. Okay, join the Siberia army. Alright, so it's going quite well. Let's have one guy here. Alright, let's see if they got guaranteed by anyone. If they got guaranteed by the allies, I'd probably just like let them go. And I know this like gives you some penalties as a weak leader. Let's give them some leader. Afterwards, I'm just going to move them to go after Xinjiang. No plans to attack Britain and Portugal and France for those miners, it's just not worth it. Yep, they join Comintern and they join Comintern. 90% of the time, if you attack some miner, they will join whichever faction you're war with. It doesn't always happen, but that's quite rare it doesn't. It's pretty much like the default. Occasionally, just they don't for some reason. Okay, that's desert and river, but we are marines, so we don't care about rivers. And that's a mountain. That's actually quite harder. Which way is easier? We need to go here. It's easier to cross the desert first, cross the river first, because here's the desert and a mountain, and that's probably too much for us. Anyhow, I'm also going to encircle those 5 divisions, but that's really not a big deal. Am I going to be first? Nope. 6 days. Fine. Okay, Yakutsk is hopefully taken. Well, not yet, but soon. So let's take a look at the losses. I lost 24k. They lost 114k, 50, so that's like 10 to 1 ratio. And if for every Chinese guy you kill, you lose 10 of yours, like, you will never get anywhere. We have infinite manpower. This manpower is at, well, 3% manpower low. Yeah, that's 3% manpower low, and we have like 12 million reserves. Our manpower is infinite. It's practically infinite. I don't think there's any way in hell you can get China to run out of manpower. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, let's go there. There's a small pocket here, hopefully. But this is a very small one, so no reason to obsess over it. Bhutan capitulated. Good. That's my core, so I don't actually have to keep anybody to secure it. So what can we do? I still want tanks, but for now let's build some... Yeah, let's build more motorized. I'm just going to remove those factories later. Like... Oh, I guess I could build more planes, but like I'm going to use half my production for medium tanks, because I want every division to have 1 battalion of medium tanks. Let's take a look at trade. I have to check it every now and then to make sure I'm not like wasting... Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of steel. I have steel from probably the Ruskies. And let's make sure I'm oppressing everybody maximally. Maximum oppression is important. You're paying some political power for a lot more factories and resources. Just oppress them as much as possible. Alright. And now we need to attack one of those 2 tiles. No, I need to attack initially this tile. Let's make sure the pocket doesn't run out. Okay. Just a small push. Oh no, sorry, this is cavalry. This is not the real army. Let's get them out of the way, so I'm not confused. I thought I accidentally had like 6 divisions. Okay, this is all part of... this is all a lake, so that's not actually I don't need to keep anybody here. Okay, there's some guys here. Not too many, but some guys. Nepal is gone. Still can't build a proper town. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. I think it's going to be... actually no, let's build some more planes. 2 lines of heavy fighters is just fine. Yeah, I have too much of that. Let's reduce this. And let's get some oil instead. That's really... Seriously, if one thing is to be automated, is this nonsense. That's just miserable. It's miserable micro. I like microing armies, but a microing trade is just dumb. Okay, let's pocket one guy. Fine, just stay here. Going to get one guy here, and then we're gonna attack from 3 sides. That's a big bonus, of course. I guess I could build some infrastructure here. Okay, I'm going to upgrade every infrastructure to level at least, not this one, but all my supplies to Central Asia and to Moscow frontline are going to go through this way, so I'm gonna queue some infrastructure. Yeah, it's fine, just build one. So let's make sure we cut them here. That is super important. Just to stop the allies from going this way. Wait, no, actually we're not stopping the allies because Iran is at war with the allies. So this is a separate war, they didn't join anything, it's just Iran-British war for some reason. I guess I could attack Iran now? That sounds nice. They were, like, if I fabricated them 25 days, okay, if I fabricated them, allies are not going to guarantee them because they are at war with the allies. Yeah, I think I should just take Iran on my way. It's just going to be much easier this way. Okay, let's fabricate in Iran. They will probably join the Comintern after that. I'm gonna say this was going to it's taking a bit longer than I expected. I expected this to be faster. Maybe I'm macroing too much, and that's why it's so slow. Perhaps it's not actually taking that much time, just taking that much micro. Yeah, so there's no resistance because most of this stuff is our cores. Good. Yes, it's fascinating micromanagement. Let's take a look at what's happening in this war. That's pretty much where it used to be. Yes, so Mussolini is losing quite hard. I could join his faction just to make sure he stays alive after he capitulates. Probably not worth it. I know I'm fascist, but let's not roleplay too much. Okay, let's get those 10 guys and let's move them here. So I don't use front lines because AI is so painful. If I like, let's say, set up front lines, AI is just going to just randomly throw them around. It's just annoying. I just like microing things. Like, if AI was a bit better and this has like even minimum clue, maybe I would do it. But right now it just hurts me. It's just what it does with my troops. Just hurts me. It's probably okay eventually, because there's going to, like, eventually I have so many troops and so many city front lines, like let's say Africa, that Sweden joined the Allies. Okay, that's actually good for the Allies. I was wondering, could I gonna join maintenance company too? Okay, let's get some other companies now. Signal is useless. Hospitals, I mean, we're playing China, so who even cares? Let's get engineers. No, actually, let's wait a few days and get heavy tanks and then medium tanks. And I'm not even saying that AI is just playing like somewhat poorly. It's just going to, let's say you're just going to have an offensive line and like not even like attack them, just a line. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, attack this guy and those two guys support. It's going to cancel the support orders and just going to shuffle them around. It doesn't, like, if you tell them to attack, they will keep attacking, that's fine, but if you tell them to support attack, no, doesn't care about this order. Support attack order might as well not be there if you have a front line. It's just quite silly. Okay. I mean, eventually I'm probably going to do that. Like, I'm not paying enough attention to the front line. Let's take a quick look how many units I have. So one of the small mods I've made is that those numbers are actually accurate. Like, I think all the Paradox games are better off with the ledgers, so I just made a small modification to the fines and made those numbers accurate. I just like playing this way. I don't think it makes much difference really. I've heard that AI actually uses those numbers to decide stuff, so it supposedly helps the AI, but it's probably a lie. Probably AI just sees everything anyway. So they have 200 factories, 350 divisions, so they have more divisions than I do, and the main danger is that they're going to move all the divisions to my front line and the AIs are going to capture Moscow. That's what's gonna happen most likely. At some point they will decide I'm the threat and not the Allies. Like, Allies are like, that's almost solid territory, but you know, still quite far. They don't care, they're going to move everybody. And then in the peace deal, Allies are going to get like three quarters of the Soviet Union, because there are no victory points here except for Vladivostok. If we take a look at the contributions, so my contributions right now are 560. Let's take a look at the other war. So, in this case, who has the most contribution? France, 154, so this is like... Okay, so we have about equal contribution. And do you see them taking anything? No? Not one bit of land. This is actually land from Italian puppet Poland. It's not actually Soviet land, it's Italian land. And they still have as much contribution as I do. Well, then again, I didn't take that much, I just took Vladivostok and just some small puppets, so... a big downside is that that stuff counts for my Soviet war, so it's also part of the peace deal, so everything here I'll have to pay with my regular... Okay, let's just move them to one army. Yeah, that's one army, and that's basically going to be one army. Okay, let's just reassign those. Let's get the best guy up north, and the second best guy here. The second best guy, 2 level 4s, entrenchment on combat with planning speed, and... Oh yeah, I also got some generals. Yeah, let's get this one. Generals are actually nicer than field marshals because they earn experience way faster. Okay, so very important thing is that we finally get medium tanks. So a weird thing about medium tanks is that if you need to rush them, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 research for a medium tank and 5 medium tank. I went fascist. And here is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just skip one technology, but it just takes longer. So if you want to rush tanks, you have to pay extra technology. Yeah, this is a reorganized nationalist China, and I lost my Chiang Kai-shek, and I got some Wang Jingwei. No idea who that guy is. but I'm fascist, so yeah. Being fascist gives me, in this mod, it gives me minus 5% civilian factory use, so I have some more civilian factories, and it mostly gives me this. So it gives me like a ton of cores. Do I get cores on... Yeah, so I got even cores on Korea. That's my cores now. That's my cores up to here. Sakhalin is my core. Indochina is my core. I think Pamir and Kashmir are like up to here. So it's like all this land plus those small bits. Korea, Indochina, and obviously that is all my cores now. So and those small bits. Generally in this game there's almost no downside to being fascist. Like fascist is pretty much the best. And you'd almost think that the fascists actually won the war because being fascist is just so good. Okay, let's just support them here. Yeah, so this is all nasty mountain. So half of the time when I play, my divisions are... Okay, so usually my divisions are 7 mountaineers and 2 medium self-propelled artillery. Now I'm trying something else. I'm trying 6 marines, 2 artillery, and 1 medium tank. That's my new plan. I don't have medium tanks yet, so obviously I don't have a medium tank here, but there will be a medium tank instead of one of those marines. Good division design against the AI has 2 things. So the best division design, I'm just going to talk about good division design. Let's close that. So the first thing is you need a combat width of 20. You could try to rely on your offensive field marshals to get 22, but I think that's just like too much hassle and not worth it. You want to minimize supply use. That's a problem with self-propelled artillery. It just takes too many supplies. It's just not worth it. Like in so many places, you just cannot fight with them because they don't get supplies. So they're just going to be sit there and wait for infrastructure to improve. So you should just avoid self-propelled artillery unless you're fighting in Europe. Elsewhere, it's just like just takes too many supplies. You want to maximize soft attack. It's nice to have hardness, but it's kind of optional. But the last thing is you want armor. So you want armor over at least like 26, 28. So eventually, in the by 1943, if you get weapons 3 and 2 infantry anti-tank upgrades, infantry has 30 piercing. So in mixed infantry and something divisions, you get like 25 piercing or so. So you want armor over 25. So self-propelled artillery is not going to give you that armor. It's going to be like 22. So late game, self-propelled artillery, 2 self-propelled medium artillery is not actually good enough. But a single medium tank is. That's why I'm going to try to go with single medium tank and keep the regular artillery. So it's going to be like less supply use and more armor. And I think this might be a better division. I never tried them actually. And of course, use logistics. Supply use is really massive pain, so use logistics. Maintenance saves you from attrition. You get no attrition. And I'm gonna get rocket artillery. So I'm gonna go rocket artillery and maybe something else, like, I don't know, recon or something, I don't know. Or engineers. One of the 2. Where are these guys going? Yeah, so this is like a fairly painful mountain terrain, but here this is just plains. So if we cross here... that's desert, mountains. We have to cross those, like, somehow. We could, like, basically force our way through. Let's force our way through at this here. That's forest, yeah, actually we can go around here. I've been talking a lot. It's, what do you mean artillery in front? You mean under those divisions? Yeah, there are 2 artilleries. There are 6 marines and 2 artilleries. It doesn't matter which way you go. Like, it doesn't count them. Like, if you put them here or there, it just doesn't do anything. It's just the same. If you do it like this, it's the same. Like, it makes no difference if that's what you're asking. And it just counts how many you have of what. Like, and averages for statistics. It, like, doesn't matter how you align them. Or are you asking about something else? Yeah, let's try to encircle those bastards. Yeah, just keep walking. Yeah, obviously I have superior firepower. You should take superior firepower every time. The bonuses are amazing. Even if you have like tank army. I don't understand what you mean in front. It doesn't matter where you put the artillery in the template. Yeah, soft attack is very high. Yeah, that's true. So I always take the right side of superior firepower. Those bonuses are just crazy. I mean, I think in multiplayer you can go for this because it gives you some hard attack, and blitzkrieg, like mobile warfare, I mean, it's probably does some strange builds for tanks, but I think this is a multiplayer only, and this is garbage and this is garbage. So I'd say this is garbage, this is garbage, this is the best, and this may be like some really strange. Like if you're playing multiplayer Germany, maybe this is good. Those two are just garbage, like not worth it, it's just total garbage. And in superior firepower, the right ones I think are better than the left ones, but maybe I'm wrong. And with the naval... Oh, frontline unit, no, sorry, I think that's a confusingly worded thing, so let's go to technology. Yeah, it says frontline units. All frontline battalions, but frontline battalions means all of those. You can see? So frontline battalions means everything that's not a support company. It doesn't mean that a frontline or anything. It's just a like military term. Frontline means one of those on the list. Yeah, it just doesn't care where you're located. It's, as you can see, that means not a support. Actually, for some reason, support anti-tank is one of them, but frontline means one of the in 5x5 box and not a support company. That's what it means. Yeah, it really doesn't matter where you put them. Like that's I just confusing terminology in this case. It's going to be exactly the same. It's not going to make any difference. Yeah, like just a military term. It would be quite funny if it actually mattered where you put stuff, but no, it doesn't. Okay. That's a mountain, that's a mountain. All this is mountains, unfortunately, and I have marines in mountaineers. I usually have mountaineers, but well. Can I get those guys? Let's try to get them here. I might actually get those guys here. Yeah, it's like really messy terrain here, but it's gonna end. When is my justification against Iran? 11 January. Okay, 3 days. I'm actually still on it for a few days. I mean, in this direction, it's still mountains everywhere, so it's not actually helping me all that much. Oh, that's a messy one.